That's literally never happened before.
What? A stream that's going smoothly? Not having it.
Don't jinx it.
That's
Earthquake.
why Penny's leaving in a minute. She feels uncomfortable with the fact that it's going well. You're going to be shit. No, you're not. Have some confidence in yourself.
It was going so well.
Oh, well, that's debatable.
I quit. I'm ending this campaign okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm being dramatic. I feel dramatic.
I vote we move on without her.
Yeah.
You dramatic? What? You're never dramatic.
I was thrown for
Penny?
a moment there because Penny's never dramatic, so that was really out of character.
You look thrown.
Oh, I know, right?
Is this
Like,
British
I'm
throne?
shocked.
Because I can see it written all over your British face. It's just...
British throne is like I ask the butler to bring me a stronger cup of tea.
And you were judging me for having a driver while you have a butler. My goodness.
It's your butler. They're going to bring it from Canada.
All the maple candy he can eat.
Oh my god. Oh shit, we forgot to do the wild magic thing. Well, that's gonna go for one more week.
Oh.
Whoops-a-doodle. We'll do that next week, and I'll try and hype it during stream a little bit more.
I mean, to be fair, you haven't had that many streams where you could have discussed it. So
yeah, I got like that one stream, and then like everything went to crap.
I don't feel that anybody could reasonably hold this against you. So naturally we're not going to, because we're entirely reasonable people.
Yeah, you have never held things against me that were like that. That's not like a common theme of my streams at all. No. You guys never blame me for everything. That's what you know. What best friends?
We blame Octavius.
There's literally no evidence for this.
It's always Octavius. Yeah.
There's so much evidence. What the shit? Holy crap!
That just assumes that you want to actually count the evidence as opposed to deny it ever happened. So I mean.
Oh. Octavius, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs right off the bat, babe. I know you
want. Yeah.
I don't blame. Octavius, I'm in your boat. They always blame me for everything. It was honestly just how I decided to survive, to blame you instead. Lyric, thank you for the 100 biddies. Octavius, I know you can't stay. I know you have work to do. Thank you so much for jumping in here like a boss and dropping 10 subs.
Throw him out. He was being nice to you. Stop it.
I know. Hey, stop blaming me for my own shit. Yes, take care, babe.
Well, where will we be next week? Here or elsewhere?
So crazy. We're gonna start.
That's after.
Yeah, so crazy. So to start, yes, welcome to session 15 of Time of the Wolf. I am going to be running out of here in about 10 minutes to, well, probably less than that now. Yeah, more like maybe like now. I might have to leave now.
Oh, go on, we can all call 5 minutes.
I don't know. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is ask that we do the introductions, and then I will come back and run the song from Krakus, because our wonderful Krakus did another recap song. Oh, look at that. Let me give a roll so they can actually see. And then we're going to jump back into session, as Mucky did point out, one below me, that we will be doing our next session next Friday on Dreaded GM stream. If we could do a shout out for him. If you would like to see our next session, we are going to be participating in, I think they're changing the name of it, but it was originally called DreadCon. Now it's just something con, I don't know. But we made it. We made a slot in there, and so we'll see you.
Excellent.
Yes. Next Friday for that. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself if you guys want to just like stall for time and talk about yourselves.
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Fields, we could just spend 5 minutes talking about what a professional streamer Penny is and how she never abandoned us.
I hate you.
At all.
Mm-hmm. Wait till
What was that? I thought
wait till she's gone, and
was
we'll
that voice?
full
I
ball
didn't-
go for it.
I think we should just let Aqua talk about, peasants or servants,
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
That no. That assumes that they're worth her time, and,
Oh,
and
that's a
they're
good
not.
point. Yeah.
So
Sorry.
you can't
I-
expect her to talk about them.
I can't expect her to talk about the little people or the poor. I get it. Yeah.
No,
Mm.
no, absolutely.
I know.
People
So
think
it-
that Les
Oh,
think that Les
Candy.
Mis is a drama about the oppressed people in France in the 1800s. It's actually just the story of Aqua's house.
Just fucking compared Aqua to Les Mis.
It's that
You're just
French blood,
You're
isn't
just
it?
going to get some oppressed French people walking through the back of her room singing "Look Down" in a minute.
There's a wall right behind me, so you can't see them. I do that on purpose.
You've
wow.
walled them off. What kind of monster are you?
Jesus Christ! No wonder she's blowing people up in this game.
So I
Okay.
probably shouldn't mention that behind me is actually open air onto the roof of the garage, eh?
That's even worse. They're outside. My
Jesus.
God.
Just treats them like animals. My God.
It's,
Rousing chorus of "Do you hear the people sing?" followed by the people storming Aqua's bedroom and seizing control of the streaming equipment.
It's like,
Them
we are
have bread.
tired of this treatment.
there's not enough sandwich for all 80 of us.
Now I'm not ordering a sandwich. I ordered a burrito bowl from a different restaurant using a different delivery service because screw the other one. The only reason I gave them another shot is because for whatever reason they had the packet of chips I wanted, but then they furked it up anyways.
Just because of the chips?
Yes! This is important to me.
This is like
Wow.
Mucky with his specially painted M&Ms. I mean,
They're a red,
it's
new, white.
session 15, and the diva tendencies are very much coming through.
Oh, I forgot to organize my dice. Are we supposed to be doing introductions?
We were letting you rant. I feel like you needed it.
Well, if you want me to rant, I can rant. I can rant.
So
Yeah.
everybody, the player that you can see just next to me, that is not the empty chair. This is Aqua. She's a variety streamer. She does writing and playing Mass Effect, where she has absolutely no problem with people backseat playing for her. And she owns a palatial estate with several hundred servants who are not at all oppressed. And if you ask any of them, they will not at all get a frightened look in their eyes and claim that everything is fine.
This is when Twitch
Bravo,
chat
well
needs
said,
gifs
sir.
because I know someone would post a gif of Monty Python going, "Help, help, we're being repressed."
That's the great community you're in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting. Hashtag or Crackers is already working on it right now.
Yeah,
waiting for
most likely. Most
the
likely.
Les Mis Aqua spin-off.
The person just to the bottom left of your screens is Mucky. He would probably say he's a variety streamer, but he pretty much only ever streams Phasmo. He is here because he is not a nerd, and we needed his rock star charisma to balance out the fact that we are all terrible, boring, nerdy people, except for Aqua, who is just sort of disaffected and rich. That's entirely different to being boring.
Oh, I can't wait for Evolves.
But bottom right is Evolved. He is also a variety streamer because he has an endless variety of games where he shoots people. Do not let the fact that he is suspiciously good at all of them make you in any way suspicious. He is not a suspicious person, I repeat, although no one does actually know what's underneath that hat. I'm not claiming that he had some kind of cybernetic implants put in there to make him good at first-person shooters, but you be the judge. That's all I'm saying. Um, he also deserves a hearty congratulations for having his stream anniversary the other day, which of course means there is no escape now.
No, no. That
Streamer
was
forever.
that was amazing.
The chair to my left is a plush velour-looking chair. Its magnificence is revealed occasionally on this stream. I think we can all agree that our lives are better for looking at it. That's the end of the introduction.
Here. That's the end of the stream.
Aren't we supposed
Oh,
to talk about
hashtag
our
says he's
wonderful
done.
DM who only survives
Oh man.
DMing us by having alcohol with him at all times during each and every one of these sessions?
I can neither confirm nor deny this, and so
His kidney absolutely
yeah.
fucking hates.
Today's stream is in no way sponsored by the Wold Top Brewery, so there you go.
Has that got a bit of a nutty taste? Is that
Naughty or nutty?
nutty?
Either way, wash your hands.
This one is sort of a little bit more citrusy, actually. Quite a pleasant one. Describes itself as a sparkling, crisp ale with an earthy spiciness and honeyed marmalade overtones.
That whole intro, Crackers, we will definitely highlight it. I will
Hold on.
force Penny to
Campaign
highlight
art.
it.
Campaign art on Penny's Discord. Go, go, go.
Oh yes,
What?
All the
absolutely.
art, all of it.
Yes,
Like,
we
oh my
do- we
dice.
do
Look at
enjoy
my
art.
dice. Look at my dice. Aren't they amazing? That's not all of them.
It's a little known fact that all of Aqua's dice are made from actual gemstones.
Mined by small children. I mean, no. Definitely not blood diamonds.
Yeah,
No.
no,
That's not even all of them,
absolutely not.
Buzz. I also have a set here that are
She
in
did
dice
not
jail.
deny it. She just moved the conversation on.
Dice jail,
They have been performing badly, so they're in dice jail
which is
until they
fair enough.
learn. They need to learn to be better.
I don't have enough dice to do a dice chill. Like, oh, you fucked up? Well, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Maybe they've been in jail for a few weeks. I was mad at them.
Oof. She's even abusive to the dice. Jesus. At least they're inside, like, unlike the people she's.
The people living on the roof of the garage.
Buzz, I'm feeling pretty good.
Is Aqua okay, people?
A little dehydrated,
I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I think she's physically fine. I mean, morally, she's clearly a member of the exploitative bourgeoisie. So I'm not entirely sure we can say.
You'd never think of it. You'd look at her and think, well, she's sort of sweet and innocent looking, and then really deep down.
It's true. We should have all noticed that whenever she was posting pictures of her and her horse, it was always a different horse. She just buys a new one every weekend.
Excuse you? They're all the same horses. I would never hurt my
horses.
horses.
Horses when she's done replacing them. They go
I left
mean-
a little
go
bit
down,
early.
and then
He's
I put them
almost
down.
here. I will be right back. I'm so sorry.
How
Keep
dare! I
talking.
mean, that's okay.
It's okay.
I love you.
Occasionally we do.
You're
Occasionally we
Blocking the
do day on
magnificence
day
of
on
the
this.
chair anywhere. Come on. Oh, there we go. There it is, back in its unobstructed glory.
It is a
Was-
nice chair.
Oh, yeah.
And wasn't there a stream where you did an infomercial about the chair at some point?
I'm pretty sure I did. It was the Aqua Chair 3000. It was your
Right.
That was one of the first D&D sessions, I believe. Was it?
I think
Close
it
to it.
was. I think that was very early. That was either 1 or 2, I think.
I'm
I
sure
don't
there's a
remember
couple
which one.
somewhere.
Shh, don't tell Puddlebots I'm here though.
No, I
Definitely
won't.
not.
I won't tell
She-
Patos you're here.
She won't.
No.
She won't notice. She won't notice. It'll be fine.
I don't want to say my name that way again. Oh yeah.
I thought you enjoyed it though. Don't
Hey,
you want it as an
Puddles.
alert?
Hi, Holly.
I think I already have made it as an alert. Ugh, so awkward.
Oh, well, you're stuck now.
Mm-hmm.
It's mucky as
As
effectively as possible.
possible.
I think you have to be careful, Puddles, chanting Mucky's name. There is an off chance you might actually summon him.
Yeah, yeah. If
For
board
the
up your
longest time, all you had to do
vents.
was say his name 3 times, and all of a sudden he'd just show up.
Yeah.
It has
It's a
worked
thing.
in people's streams before.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's like all of a sudden you're like, "Where's Mucky?" And then poof.
Mm-hmm.
And thus
Every
he
time.
appears.
Afraid so.
This is like one of those times where I wish I had like a remote control of Penny's stream and I could just be like, hitting buttons.
Just change all of the settings before she gets back.
Yep.
And
Balance them out.
I think that seems fair.
I'm surprised that's not available as a thing to do.
It is. It's possible.
Make
Give
it
them
so.
Yeah. Then she'll get
Well, see,
used to it, and then
we've
it'll
done
be
the
a new
introductions.
thing
We
that
are
we
we
do.
are in many ways too efficient. I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, yeah.
This is true.
What, we don't take 4 hours to do an announcement and then it's the end of the stream and then cram it all in the last 5 minutes after I've finally caught up with chat.
I don't know anyone who does that.
I mean,
No,
I just
no,
want
me
to point out, we
neither.
have not struggled to, with chat at all. We've been keeping up the entire time. I don't understand what she struggles with there. I mean,
No.
jeez.
No,
Ugh.
I don't get it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Bon Bon spilled water on her. She melted. Yeah, probably. Probably.
Well,
did that.
I know. Bon Bon was not happy with one of my alerts earlier. She yelled at Penny's phone because it was loud.
Which
Oh,
alert was it?
I'm not sure. Either tell me why or I don't like sand.
It's probably telling me why. That's louder than
that
normal
seems
sand.
like it has the potential to be louder than I don't like
Mhm.
sand.
So
Oh,
can
God.
you chant
Plus,
Puddles as seductive as possible?
Anything they say about me being violent towards horses is a blatant lie. I cannot confirm or deny the rest of it.
That you get a new one every week. Oh,
I
sorry.
do not.
And you
There are like
you do seem to be eating a lot of burgers or burritos. Where is this meat coming from?
chickens. Which I feel bad saying that on Penny's stream because she's vegan.
Yeah, she's not
Okay,
here.
she's not here.
Yeah.
I mean, the chair is probably slightly offended just on her behalf.
The leather chair. Oh, no.
Ooh, controversial.
Say Mucky's name 3 times while look at a bowl of yellow M&Ms and he shall appear.
I'll create a
Yes,
I'll create a
Has.
homebrew spell for D&D. Summon Mucky.
Has
Bowl-
posted the
bowl
Monty
of yellow.
Python gif.
Oh, good
We
on
know
Has.
you were too
We
busy
needed one.
belittling the poor to notice that earlier. We mentioned it, but it's okay. Don't hurt us.
I was watching YouTube earlier where there's somebody telling a story about a D&D player who was causing problems and wanted to get rid of the rest of the party because he didn't like the way they were playing and he wanted to go off on his own. So the DM allowed him to walk off on his own into the forest and then had the rabbit of Caerbanog gnaw his head off in a random encounter. So it was making me think of Monty Python earlier.
Is that my out? So I no longer have to be a nerd. Oh,
No, you're trapped.
No, this is not going back. Yeah.
You'd
No,
miss
that's
the
not-
bacon.
I think chat
Okay.
had missed the abuse that we can hurl at them.
I had a
I-
moment of panic thinking I had closed Discord and I was like, oh shit. But we're good.
At least it's
Exactly.
not on stream where it suddenly all the cameras go all
Right?
over.
That would be terrible timing.
Yeah. I was going to say, Mucky, chat would miss your powerful weapon and your big D. They'd become a part of our culture and heritage now.
True.
That's true. I really hope that
Oh, it
she
was going
doesn't come
so
back
well
now. I was
too.
like, oh, that's all.
Oh dear, Penny's back.
Hmm.
Everybody
Do you
stop
want to
having fun.
introduce? Do you want to
Come on.
introduce her? I mean, you gave the lovely introduction for
Yeah,
No,
you
no.
the
I mean,
chair.
in many ways, the chair was the thing that carried the day. So
That's a
I
good
think,
point. Yeah,
yeah,
it's all downhill
so
from here.
the chair had the big build up. Everyone else has had an introduction. So
Hmm.
so, yeah.
Along to
Here's
the
Penny, everybody. Look, there she is.
yeah.
Penny, where? What?
There we
I
go.
forget what
Intro's done. Intro's done.
side that way. Penny.
Sorry, she flipped my cam. That's yeah.
I'm gonna take this as my
Mine's
loving
easy. I
introduction.
just stick my finger up there.
Well, Cass is right. Yep.
This is Penny, everybody. She is the reason why you can no longer see the incredibly lovely plush velour chair. Please try and contain your anger, because she does occasionally say some things that are borderline amusing, and that's why we, generally speaking, allow her to stay. Also, Bonnie's great, and they're kind of a package deal, so we sort of have to put up with Penny.
Yeah.
Right, off you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Intro's done.
It's like the nicest thing he's ever said to me or about me.
Well, I mean,
so.
if we don't appease you, we don't get Bonnie making war music for us when we're in battle.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We are a package deal. You're right. Thank you guys for entertaining and doing all the chatty chats. I'm gonna just run straight into
All right,
playing Krakus's
Enjoy your
song.
work.
And
I fixed the GIF in campaign art, by the way.
He's turned up for the song, Penny. He's turned up for the song.
Yeah.
What everybody does. Ah,
Hey,
Shukalar's here.
Shukalar,
Hello,
how are
Shukalar.
you? Welcome.
Shukalar.
Shukalar, hi.
You're just in time for the Krakus song. I mean, maybe.
You're just in time.
Aw,
And it's only 22
Oh,
minutes, and we might start some D&D on this D&D.
Chair's back at least. Though.
Wow, steady on, Mucky. What do you think this is?
No, I'm enjoying it. No nerdy stuff or maths.
here we go.
Truly's complaining, what's new I hear you say? Adrian's biting, causing her such dismay. He just ignores her, spider sense guides their way. Does he have powers, or is his spider sense just in his mind? Truly's what magic makes her act really dumb, feeling cat powers, nimbly up trees for fun. The others go on, get past them she will run. Is she escaping, or is she getting tugged within her mind? Into the clearing, truly without a care. Off in the distance, goblins are unaware. A walk runs at her, growls 'cause he can't get there. Dissonant whispers caused it to hear voices in its mind. Demaya steps in, Kashata strikes it down. She wasn't thinking, the crack booms all around. Grumbly and Adrian feel this could be profound. Grumbly is worried, he's got impending doom upon his mind. Here comes the trouble, goblins and hobgoblins. Captain is taunting, he's just a bag of wind. Goblins attacking, they think they're gonna win. Grumbly is swinging, they've got a mighty hammer on their mind. Demaya seething, her mentor's killer's gone. All these damn minions stop her from moving on. She's really angry, she wants to kill someone. She's going crazy, this must be what's going through her mind.
It came out of nowhere.
The enemies are blown to pieces, thunder with great shocks, destructive wrath rocks, goblins and hobgoblins defeated. She must be happy, surely she's happy. The five of you, so damn great, get stuck in, raise the heart rate. What comes next? We can't wait. Will they live? Is it too late?
Thank you, Krakus, for seriously taking like the responsibility of recap off of our shoulders completely, because that was
Yeah.
absolutely excellent.
Oh my god.
I had
What an
forgotten until I
absolute
listened to that.
Genius potato you are, Crackers.
Hey, Redneck, thank you so
That
much
was
for
cool.
the raid. Hearts up,
I
hearts
was-
up.
Oh, hey. There you
Hearts,
go. There you
hearts,
go.
hearts, hearts.
Yeah.
Up. There we go.
Don't
Hey.
tell Aqua what to do. She is above all of that.
Damn it, did I just hear Holly? Was that Holly that just said that?
No.
That was such a Holly thing. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid, Redneck Jedi. We were just about to start session. I'm gonna run opening animation and then let our wonderful, sassy DM take it away. Alright, wonderful, sassy DM, take it away.
I am never sassy. I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. We join our valiant, wonderful, not at all reckless and stupid heroes, standing on a hillside, surrounded by the corpses of a number of enemies. They are they have emerged from the woodland onto sort of a patch of open ground and a hillside leading up to a temple, a shrine, the sort of tumble down ruined remnants of a shrine, large trees kind of growing in and around it, patches of wall that have fallen completely, and you can see through into the what looks like a very large open space behind in the actual remnants of the temple itself, although you can't see much as the light is fading, and on places where the walls rise up a good sort of anywhere from from 10 all the way up to sort of 50 feet. It looks like you're sort of stood at the south end of this structure, and off on the north end, it looks like the walls and build slowly higher until sort of you get to the ruins of what looks like a sort of tower on the at the north end of the structure. It's pretty sizable though, so you can't make out very much detail. Stood where you are, so the bodies of the enemies kind of lie around you. A pathway up to the ruined kind of wall is in front of you, probably sort of about 50 feet up to the rise at the top of the hill. If you so, what would you like to do? It's also probably worth pointing out that you did have a fight last time, and some of you are a bit damaged.
A little bit.
In a bit.
But you have character sheets, so you know that.
Hold on, I do have to ask. Are we maintaining last session's homebrewed wild magic?
No,
Okay.
it has faded over the course of your kind of the shock of you running out and being charged by a great big warg.
And I think what we decided was we were going to just start off session with rolling 2 wild magics that were redeemed but not done last week. Correct?
Yes. Seeing as how they were redeemed, it seems only fair to roll them now rather than.
All right. Let me get you up real quick. Aldous, where are you? There you are, babe. Alrighty. Alright.
I'll go once and once.
Oh, I don't think we've done that one before. But the second one we have, if you want to re-roll it.
The second one we definitely have. You can go ahead and re-roll, and then I'll make a decision.
Okay.
Crunchy caramel.
Where are you? I think, guys, I'm going to make a streamer call real quick. We were potentially going to open up at least 1 wild magic redemption for this stream, but since we're starting off this stream with 2 right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and just say this is it for this stream, and we'll open it back up next stream for it.
At which point, as the kind of last echoes of the combat sort of die away, you see, I choose my words carefully. Die away. You see truly kind of almost sort of snap out of like a trance of whatever has kind of been leading her to this point. Now you kind of reached the threshold, and as she does, that sort of level of control that you had truly, where you were able to cast a spell and nothing much happened, kind of seems to kind of break, and the dam is released, and light kind of comes surging out of Truly. And it kind of seems to linger around her more than the rest of you, but it does flash out and strike you. You glance around and you realise that you are currently 4 intrepid adventurers stood around on a hillside, surrounded by the corpses of your enemies, possessed of luxurious moustaches, which in no way, of course, detracts from the seriousness of the moment.
Damn it. I didn't think you were going to go with that one.
This is the bit where you're going to say you. I think we can all say that you don't necessarily have to wear them, but you can role play them. But Grumbly has to role play, has to actually have his, because his has become so enormous. It's potentially the most distracting moustache one has ever seen. People would come from miles around to gape at the magnificence of such a moustache.
Grumbly's going to look down at the sort of blood pouring out of these 2 dead things next to him, and his moustache, and starts rolling it up, putting it over his shoulders.
Quite right. It is quite a moustache. I mean, it's the sort of moustache that could shelter at least 5 of Aqua's child servants. You know, that's sort of how stunning this moustache is. Right. Suitably moustached up, you guys, like I say, find yourselves on a hillside surrounded by the corpses of your enemies, newly equipped with moustaches. What would you like to do?
Remember where I put my fake one?
No, you're just gonna get high again.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to change things up in case it messes up the screen, but you do have Snap Cam too.
Oh, that's true.
Snap.
But it might mess things up as I switch back over to it.
We wouldn't want that. I mean, this stream is always very on point. So I think the last thing we want is anything that would mess that up.
Well,
I need to get a better fake one.
So, Truly was kind of entirely unhelpful during that entire battle. And she's kind of potently aware of it as everything just kind of, she can just kind of feel everything at one point she kind of feels it dropping off, but at the same time, like as she exhales and then inhales again, she can feel something else. She's still very aware of the fact that, like, of everything that just happened, and she kind of looks to her team after they've pretty much done everything, and she's Truly is very sorry for all the problems Truly has caused. Truly hopes that you can forgive her.
Well,
I should
we're
clarify
alive.
that this is actually Truly speaking at this point.
Yeah.
Nevaeh's just gonna kind of turn to Truly and be like, Did you hit your head or something? You're speaking a little oddly.
Truly's life is very confusing, Truly feels.
Grumbler's just going to start walking in Truly and kind of sort of go for a hug, but it's kind of a half hug. Just put his arms around the waist and just go, "Yeah, buddy."
She's gonna reach down and do the cider. Truly thanks you, friend. You've been a good friend to Truly.
Is everyone all right from the battle? Nevaeh, are you? You just charged up the hill like a rabid
She's
beast.
just gonna point to her various wounds and be like, yes, I'm totally fine.
Okay. Good.
Truly thinks that Demaya might be being sarcastic.
Yes, truly, I suspected. She's caught that. Are you okay? Because you weren't there.
Truly was here. She was just back there.
Yep.
Truly
Okay.
tried.
Sure.
Truly's not
Should we-
having a good day. Truly doesn't have many good days.
Can Truly heal Maya?
No, I'll heal with Nevaeh.
Truly doesn't have things that can help people in such a way. Truly does damage, but then it usually misses. You're gonna just kind of see her face just kind of fall.
I think Truly's being a little harsh on Truly there.
Nevaeh's gonna
Personally.
like reach out and like hesitantly try to pat Truly's shoulder because of how she reacted the last time she tried to grab her shoulder and just be like, no, you helped us out a lot. It's okay.
Truly thanks you. You are very kind to her.
Adrian's just gonna walk over and use lay on hands on Nevaeh.
As she's laying her hands on.
Lay on hands.
It's like a
chain.
train. Yeah, so I'm still hugging Grumbly while she's has her hand on my shoulder to comfort me, and then he comes over and lay.
It's like a
Click.
friendship circle.
Can somebody take a picture, please? It's our dysfunctional family.
I just gave 10 HP to Nevaeh.
Thank you.
Truly still feels a sort of tugging in her brain. There's something here that is calling Truly. I would like to investigate after we maybe look through the bodies of the people that you guys killed.
Well,
During the master
Definitely should.
looter.
Take a look at the bodies and see what they have. We absolutely should do this. Killed is a strong word, though. I feel like it was self-defense.
Truly saw the whole thing. They are dead. Truly saw it. You killed them.
Adrian, look at the necks of at least the 2 that I killed. Was it just 2 or did I kill 3?
Truly
you
saw
know.
Demea explode people again.
It's very valid. I know I killed 1.
I mean, you all killed at least 1.
No, I got 2.
Well, yes, that's true.
Not that I was counting.
So, truly, what happened? Why did you not help us? Why did you not engage?
Truly tried to engage. Truly was too far back, and when Truly did try to hit something, she missed. Truly tried. Truly failed.
The
Truly
voice
was...
of God reminds Truly that she did actually kill a goblin with magic missile.
Well, that was
Yeah.
that was cool. Truly,
Did Truly think that was cool?
Truly,
It was so cool she blanked it from her mind.
would like to apologize for running away from Demaya when she was trying to help Truly. Truly was very suspicious of all of you and was unable to trust you as a team. Not something Truly normally feels. It was a little out of Truly's hands. Truly climbed a tree earlier. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was kind of amazing. Anyways, Truly would like to look through the pockets.
Did you catch spider powers? Because
Oh god, no. Spider powers aren't a thing. No.
I think it was the cat. You know, she was a cat.
Cat powers.
No. Cat powers aren't a thing either.
Truly is... No, this is B. Truly is going to start just like slowly walking away. She feels that she has apologized enough. And she's going to just start looking through the closest person's pockets. Dead person's pockets, sorry. To be clear.
Where's in my pocket?
Just starts rifling through Grumbly's pack while he's hugging her.
What are you doing?
just throwing out bacon.
Yeah. This is an excessive amount of bacon, Truly feels.
There's a salted jar of bacon. Like, what are you doing?
That's my pocket bacon.
No. I'll probably say that as you are currently hugging Grumbly, you are probably nearest to the 2 goblins that he killed.
Okay, she's gonna rifle through them.
Okay, you go ahead and roll investigation for me.
God damn it. These dice are going back to jail! It's 5.
5? You find like 10 copper pieces on one of them and 12 copper pieces on the other.
These guys are not rich, are they?
Okay, so that's Truly searching the goblins. What are the rest?
Adrian is going to search the pockets of the commanding officer.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation for me, please.
Yeah. That is a 17.
Okay, so you do a pretty thorough job of searching the captain. You find a coin purse on his belt. It has in it 23 gold, 62 silver, and 7 platinum.
Ooh.
He also, on his cloak, clasped at his throat, has an amulet similar to, or like a clasp with the symbol similar to the ones you've seen before, of the wolf amulets. But unlike the ones that you have seen before and taken before off, like the sort of the ninja people who you now know are referred to as Iron Shadows, thanks to the letter, that were made of silver. Or
And we totally
the one
remembered that.
I mean, I'm not sure there's ever been anything that I've revealed about this campaign that you've forgotten and has in any way led you astray. So I don't feel like I have to drop reminders into what I'm saying.
Don't mention the marshal.
Yeah. Penny feels attacked.
So I'm saying nothing. So
Definitely not definitely not the lads.
So, like a child servant that's escaped from Aqua's house, I'm just going to move on, and say that that this wolf amulet, unlike the ones that you've found that have been made of like silver or platinum, like the one that you found at the bottom of the pool, and this one is just clearly made of like tin or something, you know. You also, though, as you are kind of looking at this cloak, notice that there's a pocket inside this cloak, and inside that pocket is a iron key.
Iron key. Okay. I'd like to inspect the key.
Okay.
If there's anything written on it that might give me an idea where it's from or what it's to.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say that your investigation check roll originally was good enough for you to see that there's no obvious writing or symbols on the key. It's just a sort of, you know, regular old kind of black sort of cast iron key, not particularly remarkable in any sense.
Okay. I'm going to search around the tower to see if there's any kind of door that it might unlock there.
Okay, so you're going to sort of head up towards the tower. That's fine. We'll just wait and see what everyone else kind of does while you were doing your searching time. And then, right, so Grumbly, Demea, are you up to anything?
Grumbler's easy. He's just got picked up a bit of cloth that he's found, and he's just cleaning the grains off the end of his D.
Okay.
Is what?
Is this what you is this what you
Big
refer
hammer.
to your hammer now?
No.
Okay. So Demea.
Was that on purpose?
Demea is kind of gonna give a couple kicks to the dead hobgoblin captain because she's irritated.
Okay. Thankfully, that doesn't drastically increase the DC of Adrian's investigation. Are you going to search any of the others, or are you going to kind of do something else?
No, she's just angrily kicking that hobgoblin.
Truly will come over and return the favor and put her hand on Demea's shoulder and say, Truly feels bad for you. You've had a rough couple of days.
It's just gonna nod because she's just like, yep. What else am I gonna say? Yep.
Truly wants to know if Demea wants to go up the hill and check out the temple.
There might be more things to kill. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Weren't we looking for dryads?
Eventually, yeah.
Truly wants to know if Demea needs a little bit of a rest first. Maybe just, you know, lay in a circle of sunshine or something. I don't know why it truly feels like that is a comforting pastime, but
Like it in a circle. uh,
Truly's fine with going up the hill now if you are.
Maya wants to go up the hill.
Very good. And she's just gonna take a very natural, easy stroll up the hill, not necessarily paying attention to her surroundings. And she's just
Okay.
kind of chewing on the fact that life is fucking weird.
Okay, so Truly is kind of caught up in her own head.
Shocking.
The rest of you presumably are following. As you move up the hill, just sort of where the corner of the wall would be. The wall itself is probably a sort of a good 60 feet wide in front of you. There appears to be in the front of it um, the remains of an archway, although the columns are not much above kind of 10 foot tall now on either side. A very large remnants of a kind of but very much rotted and battered wooden door kind of lies kind of diagonally across the archway. It appears to be one of a set of two, but the other one is gone. You can't see where it might have gone. The wall kind of in front of you, as I say, made up of this sort of conglomeration of kind of white and deep red stones. At sort of various points has kind of tumbled down to where you could very easily climb across it. It extends off to the left or the right, so obviously you're at the point where you could go in, you could go round. It's up to you.
Does Truly still feel a tug in any specific direction?
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
That's an 11.
Truly can just still sort of feel the kind of call at the back of her mind, but she can't necessarily put any kind of direction on it at this point. It's like it's just sort of all around you at this stage.
Truly feels that she needs to be here, but where specifically in here, Truly doesn't know.
Grumbler's gonna go sort of nudge past everybody and see if he can see what's inside.
Okay, that's fine. How are you doing this, Grumbly? Are you attempting to do this subtly, or are you just kind of stumping up a mound of stone and having a look? What are you
I'm just having a bit of a gentle peek over because, you know, he's not one for charging in and blowing things up.
Yeah, no.
Truly
Cough,
feels attacked.
nudge, wink, wink.
Grumbly, you peek over the wall, and you see the insides of a structure that was obviously once really quite magnificent. It's sort of the walls on either side of you, or the kind of tumble down remnants of them, were obviously about sort of 50-60 feet apart, so it's a substantially wide room, and they are at least and the room goes off at least double that in front of you, so it's really quite a long rectangular kind of chamber. You can see the kind of the tower at the end of it, kind of resting behind something. You can't quite make it out in the distance. It is 100 feet away, but there's obviously something down there in front of where the tower is. But what catches your eye the most is that in front of you, between two kind of tumble down sections of wall on either side, in the actual kind of nave of the shrine itself, someone has set up a campfire. And in front of that, between you and the fire, there are 5 tents. 4 of them look sort of like just regular kind of little basic 2-man kind of tents, and the other one a little bit bigger, a little bit more a little bit more kind of spacious and raised up. So these sort of like 4 of them that look literally like they are tents made for a couple of people to sleep in and nothing else, and the other one that looks like it's actually almost like a little room, that one made out of a sort of slightly darker coloured cloth. So
Hey guys, I think there
just
might
off
be
just off
people
to
in
the
here.
right hand side, near where the campfire was and these tents, you can see like a little pole with with sort of a big sort of like a cylinder of rusted kind of metal been hung from it, with like there's a little stick kind of lying at the ground. It looks like that might have been what was used to sound the alarm.
There might still be people in here, guys.
Did you see anyone?
No. Don't know if you want to try and stealth this through, or...
If there's one thing we're known for, it's our stealth.
Mhm.
We are very sneaky.
Truly
We're the
would like to know
stealthiest of stealthy.
if Demea feels up to just exploding that entire camp.
Yes. Yes, I do. Are we sure that's wise, though?
Truly doesn't know.
You blowing everything else up?
Truly just wants to be done with today.
A little tired though after that last fight. I don't know if I have it in me for some more destruction.
I think we need to find an area that we can sneak in undetected and kind of crouch walk around items and cover to listen, to see if there's actually anyone here. What are your thoughts? I feel like this is a good plan.
Truly thinks that this is a very good plan. Truly does not feel confident in her ability or Grumbly's ability to follow through with it, though.
You're gonna be screaming out backdoor friends?
Truly will avoid yelling very loudly, but truly feels that maybe we might be more of use to you if we were to wait here for you to come back with reconnaissance.
All right. I'm going to
Truly thinks that you could be a real sneaky guy, yeah.
sneakily climb over the wall and kind of roll over the top of it down below to land softly on the ground in a crouching position to sneak through the place. Do some parkour.
Okay. So, in terms of like sort of the walls off to sort of the left and the right of you, as far as you can tell from sort of a quick peek over the wall, they appear to kind of extend about sort of 20-30 foot down, being kind of reasonably kind of sort of 5-10 feet high on either side of the structure. They then get to this sort of tumble down section near where the tents are, where there's scarcely a block of stone on top of another one. And before get a bit further on, a bit more of the structure is standing a little bit sort of level with where the campfire is and just past it. So the question, I guess, is go ahead and make a perception check for me, Adrian. Now you're kind of looking at this scene and deciding where you're going to stealth about.
That is a 5.
Okay. you don't see anybody. You don't really see anything that would give you a clue as to whether going left or right would be the better option.
Okay. I'm going to go left.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can Truly's gonna be like doing this with her mustache and looking at Grumbly and Demea going, is this mustache better on Truly than the last mustache Truly had?
I think it looks marvelous.
I think it pales in comparison to the feather beard.
The feather beard was wonderful.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth for us, Adrian.
All right. 10. Yeah, 10.
With disadvantage.
You need a poo poo?
No.
With disadvantage?
Oof.
You're wearing chainmail.
Yes, I am.
You kind of look like you need to go poo poo.
No.
Mm.
Mom.
Yeah.
I mean, you have that poopy look about you.
No.
Do you want to go into your house?
No.
That's 7. So.
Okay.
Okay. So the rest of you are sort of gathered at the wall, kind of peeking subtly over it, looking at this camp. Adrian sneaks off to the left. You are acutely aware of where he is the whole time. You can sort of hear this sort of clinking, stealthy walking the whole time. You think occasionally you can hear like a sort of scraping sound as he's sort of like got his back pressed against bits of stone on the wall, that kind of thing. At one point, like a pigeon is startled from one of the trees nearby and goes sort of fluttering off, that sort of thing. Adrian, you reach the sort of end of the larger, more upright section of wall. You can now see very clearly into the camp. You can't see anybody. You can't hear anybody. You just see tents and can see a campfire burning. No one has kind of come out to challenge you, shouted any warnings, anything like that. From this position, you can now see clear across the nave all the way to the other kind of tumble down section of wall on the other side, and beyond that you think you can see some, maybe what looks like a couple more tents and maybe some piles of stuff and perhaps another small fire kind of burning out there. So it's as if the camp is a little bit bigger than you originally could see from where you were.
Are there any like wagons or boxes or anything like that?
It looks like you can see some a couple of sort of stacks of things like that appear to be either kind of crates or barrels, and maybe just dimly the shape of a wagon would be what you could see from where you are.
How far away am I from that, would you say?
You're probably about sort of 70-80 feet from it, because it's like on the it's through the building and on the other side.
Okay. I'm going to crawl and roll to get behind one of the tents.
Okay.
That is the first set of tents that we saw.
Okay. So again, the other three from your position, looking into the nave of the shrine, you clearly see somebody leave the cover of the wall on the left, crawl across about sort of 15-20 feet of space, and do a forward roll behind a tent.
Yep. Nice. We're just going to look around. I haven't seen anyone here. I'm going to peek inside the tent.
Okay.
Just to kind of pull the flap of it back.
Truly wonders if you guys think that maybe Adrian might be talking to himself.
Adrian, you pull the flap of the tent back. The one that you're looking in is one of the smaller ones. The larger one is closer up near the campfire. This one, you basically look inside it. It appears to have a couple of bedrolls in it, and not much else.
Okay. I'm just going to look at everyone across the way. I'm just going to motion them like, come in, come in, come in. It seems to be quiet. There doesn't appear to be anyone. Come in.
Truly wonders why he's
Motion.
motioning us to him. If he thinks it's safe, why doesn't he just yell it?
Just come in. Just.
It's possible that there might be someone else around.
Truly thinks
Sorry,
when
just-
we walk up, they're going to know if they are there. But
Well, we
Truly's
could
fine
try
with
being-
going.
We could try being sneaky too. I think that's what he's attempting to mime to us, but I don't know what this means. But
Truly lays a hand on Grumbly's very heavy metal armor and goes, "Sure. Truly thinks that's possible."
never
Sure.
know. It's worth a shot.
Sure.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. But
Okay.
Truly is gonna go ahead and stride forward, making an
Alright.
attempt to
Casual.
be stealthy.
Roll for your stealthy striding.
Yep.
Are the
shit.
rest of you attempting to be stealthy in any way?
Yep.
yeah, I'm going to bring in the rear.
Grumbly, Demea, both stealth rolls with disadvantage, please.
With disadvantage.
24 for me.
You're wearing chainmail.
17.
You spend enough money to buy yourself breastplate armor, then you don't have disadvantage on stealth anymore. But
I gotta say, I'm a little offended that I
So,
roll a
truly,
18
what
and
did you
then
get?
a total
You got
of
an
24. With a total
Okay,
of 24 on this.
So, Demea, what did you get?
17.
Have a
Grumbly?
guess what the dwarf in the very heavy armor got.
Uh-oh.
5.
So Demea and Truly kind of emerge from the space near the wall, creeping silently, feet spread wide, and stealthy looks on their faces, poised for balance. Adrian, as you observe them, you find it remarkable. You can scarcely hear their footfalls over the stomping noise of Grumbly booming down the nave towards you. Various points, as he's crossing kind of ruined flagstones, the sound of his boots on the stone is particularly loud, or whenever there's a patch of dirt, he seems to scuff it, this kind of thing. But as he does this, he seems, like, I'm,
Truly's gonna do the behind, just like,
Slower. Softer.
Okay, so you guys have reached the point where you're at the sort of the southernmost tent. You can now see from this point in the structure that there appear to be like there are various bits of stone and old and kind of rotted bits of wood, that appear to have kind of fallen from the roof or kind of decayed over time from the rest of the structure. There's about sort of 4 mounds, kind of one off to the either side of you, kind of in about 10 feet from the wall, and a few more kind of about 20-30 feet in front of you. Look like they might have been the remains of old stone pillars that have long since kind of fallen, decayed away. You can tell that it was obviously, like, as I say, like a pretty big structure in its day. You've now come far enough that you can probably see beyond the campfire that at the foot of the tower end of the thing, there is obviously an altar of some kind. You can't make out many details about it from here. And you can also see that just past the area where the campfire is, the structure broadens out a little bit to the left and the right, so it sort of goes off into sort of the sides, but you can't quite see into those areas from where you are. So you can kind of see, and you've obviously got the camp outside the structure to the right. You can go and have a look at too.
Truly's gonna kind of make her way to the shrine because something about a recent dream kind of feels like familiar a little bit. She can't quite grasp the words that she heard whispered in her subconscious, but she just kind of goes over there and gently places her hand upon the shrine and just tries to.
Hold on.
Or not.
So, well, first of all, you got to walk through a bunch of tents, and then you got to walk past a campfire, and then you're going to see some more stuff, and get there. So
I'm heading in that direction. Then that's where I'll leave it at.
That was like Truly's going to walk up there and place her hand on the thing, and then she's going to go back to Rustwater and she's going to order a pint. I mean, slow down for a minute. So, right.
The end.
So,
that actually is what's going to happen.
So, Truly, you are able to walk through the camp, past the tents.
Okay.
There are, like I say, there are 3 of them you walk past. There are 4 because there's 3 of the smaller ones. There's 4 the other larger one. As you walk past the campfire, you can see various kind of basic kind of iron and tin pots and goblets that are obviously either been set down or dropped around this campfire. You can see off to your left. You can see what looks to be the remains of sort of ruined chapel off to the side of this thing. The walls and the roof have collapsed, so it's basically sort of covered over in rubble, which is covered in kind of centuries of dirt and plants and bits of bracken and saplings growing out of it, that kind of thing. Off to your right, the transept on your right-hand side, it seems to be largely intact. The roof is gone, but the walls are largely all still standing and go up a good sort of 30-35 feet. Some empty kind of window arches, which are kind of the walls, and those are kind of covered in vines, and you can see like an enormous kind of pine tree out of through one of the windows to the east there. What you notice as you look to the right into this transept is there appears to be on the northernmost wall a staircase that leads downwards into like underneath the shrine.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen
Now,
to go down.
so you notice that, and so that is probably off sort of about 40 feet off to your right, and then straight in front of you is the altar, so you can go up and have a closer look if you would like.
She's gonna do exactly what I said. She's gonna just kind of go to the altar and just put her hand on it, and just kind of like sit there and go, "Is this where I'm supposed to be?"
So, so as you go sort of closer to this, you sort of pass the rotted wooden remains of what appear to be sort of like pews and maybe beams from a roof which fell a very, very long time ago. They are all kind of overgrown in plants and covered in layers of dirt from a long count of years. There's a sort of canopy of trees almost that kind of looms over the walls here and stop it from getting completely overgrown because they're kind of blocking out a lot of the light. There's an altar in front of you. It appears to largely be made out of a white marble. It's wrapped around in vines and plants and growth that kind of completely obscure the sides of it and the base of it, but the top is almost sort of strangely clear, It's quite dusty and quite dirty, but there doesn't seem to be anything kind of overgrowing it at all. You walk up to it, you put your hand on it, you feel a sort of, I don't know, sort of a faint sense of peace, perhaps. The roiling kind of waves of wild magic you're used to kind of having to keep down, sort of just seem to calm for a little bit, but there isn't any kind of sense of resolution or anything like that.
She's going to kind of just not say anything. She's just gonna get like she's gonna close her eyes and have just a slight smile on her face, just at that feeling of temporary peace. She knows it's not gonna last, but she's gonna try and just drink in the moment and just kind of hold on to it for a little bit.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? So you stealthed your way up to this tent and then truly just went for a walk through the middle of the camp and tagged an altar. What are the rest of you doing while she's having this moment?
Well, Demea realizes that Grumbly's unstealthiness didn't really alert anyone to their presence, so she's gonna walk up to the altar beside Truly and kind of just see if she can feel something as well.
That is absolutely fine. You can go up there if you like. Go ahead and make a religion check for me, please, Aqua.
Is she still mad at her deity, I wonder? Fucking hell.
Peasant dies.
Oh,
Well, let's
awkward.
just say if I didn't have a modifier, it would be 1, but it's 3.
I'm just imagining like Truly having this really pleasant, like nice moment with her eyes closed and she's smiling, and then like Demea just storms up and she's like, "Ah, fuck."
Aqua, you sort of put your hand on the altar. You feel a presence that is very familiar. You're able to tell that this was obviously a shrine to your goddess. It's a shrine to the Aliki. But your wave of furious rage is just blocking you from being able to focus on anything else at the moment. At least for the moment.
Truly, like kind of like almost as if she's like waking up from sleep. She just kind of like peeks through on the side and she's like, "You okay?"
Demea's just like,
Okay.
Okay. Back to Adrian and Grumbly among the tents.
I'm gonna rummage through the tents. Yeah.
You're gonna rummage through the tents. Okay.
Yeah.
Grumbly, what do you?
Grumbly's gonna have a sort of. He's keeping his eye on the sort of the two crazy tieflings, but he's kind of also looking, peeking what's in the tent, seeing if there's anything in there.
Okay, that's fine. So you've got a choice of tent number 1, 2, 3, and 4, with 4 being the big one. Adrian, which one are you going to go for first?
I'll start with the
Like I say.
1.
You're gonna start with number 1. That's fine.
Yeah, that's probably the one I'm peeking in. So.
No, you'd already looked in one of them, so
okay.
There's 4 left. So you can go ahead and have a little rummage. You can roll investigation for me.
Sure. That is a 17.
You find a couple of bedrolls. You don't find anything really of value, but you do find like a small kind of it's like I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's basically like a fire lighting kit. It's like a tinderbox thing.
Oh, like a flint. Okay.
Yeah, exactly like that. So if you would like to pick it up, it would give you advantage on like trying to light fires in bad conditions, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely take that.
Okay, that's fine. That's tent number 1. Grumbly, would you like tent 2, 3, or 4?
2.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll investigation for me, please.
Good lord.
Are you guys rolling like a penny today?
I rolled
Oh,
a 17.
I may as well flip a coin at this point. That was 2.
A 2. You find a couple of bedrolls and a spoon.
Ooh.
Spoon.
a spoon.
What's this
Um,
spoon made out of?
Is it Bodger's grandpa's
like
spoon?
tin, that kind of thing. So yeah. So don't ever let it be said that I don't give you the high level loot. Right.
Grumbly just chucks it straight back into
So
it.
evolved. There's one more left. One more of the basic tents and the larger tents. If you would like to
I will go
make a
to
choice.
the larger tent to
Okay,
check it out.
that's fine. So go ahead and roll investigation for me.
20, dirty 20.
Okay. So in this tent, you have a little bit of rummage around. There's a bedroll. There's a sort of small chair, like a kind of campaign kind of chair. That looks like it would be a bit awkward to carry. You find in one corner, you find a coil of 50 feet of rope. And on a small kind of little table, like a little stand next to the chair, you find a signal whistle, like a little whistle for making and you also find a lantern, a hooded lantern in one corner with 2 flasks of oil. Now, those are all just the little objects that you managed to turn up in your search, in amongst all the various kind of, bits of spare armor and clothes and that kind of thing. But what really catches your eye is the iron strongbox in one corner of the tent, which has which basically looks like it's kind of like a relatively a small, about sort of a foot and a half wide thereabouts, iron chest, about a foot and a half wide, about kind of 10 inches by 8, and it's sort of, so it's made out of iron, but it has a couple of kind of bands of iron around it, which are held closed by an iron lock.
I'm going to see if the key that I have can unlock that.
That's fine. You stick the key in the lock. You turn the key. The key turns. The lock clicks. It opens. Make a dex save for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh. Son of a bitch.
I mean, good job remembering that key you got, though.
Yeah.
That was really good. Yeah. Don't you think? Don't you think?
You Dutch now?
Lulu thinks.
Dex. 12.
Okay, so you are going to take 3 points of piercing damage
Fuck.
as a small dart jams into your hand, and then I need you to make a con save for me, please.
Oh no.
You said 3 piercing damage?
Yes,
Okay.
3 piercing, and then make a con save.
Now's not the time to
That
roll
is
like a
a-
penny.
This is 16.
Okay.
Okay, so you can feel as the dart jabs into you that there's something coating it. You can feel the sort of burning sensation, coursing up your arm, but you're sort of able to kind of focus like the same kind of will on it that you use when you lay on hands almost,
Hmm.
and it kind of forces that sensation down, so no further damage is taken. Right, so you are able to open the strongbox.
All right. I will peek inside.
Right, you find in there um, 3 coin bags, one kind of medium and 2 large. You also find a small pouch with what feels like it might have gems in it. And there are 2 tubes which obviously have which look to you like scroll tubes.
Oh. I'm going to investigate the scroll tubes.
That's
See if I
fine.
can figure out what they are.
That's fine. You can do that. So you can have a look, and you would be able to. Well, go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
All right. Bonus. 14.
14. Okay, so you know enough to know that you can't read either of them. But you also know enough to maybe think that you might have seen a couple of these symbols before. One of the scrolls seems like maybe it has some runes you recognize from sort of like holy writings, that kind of thing. The other one looks like it has runes that you think you might recognize from sort of like, where you've seen arcane writing, kind of wizard magic, that kind of thing. And then, so it looks like that's about all you can tell, though. You're not really sure. As if you look through the bags in the chest, you will find um, in there a bag containing 200 gold, a bag containing 1,000 silver, and a bag containing 2,000 copper. You also find in the other bag 3 gems that are sort of off-white, pinky sort of color, with like a sort of almost a white kind of star shape in the center.
Star shape in the center.
Yeah.
Dragon
It's
Pulse.
not like a symbol or anything. It's just like a sort of formation in the rock.
Yeah.
But I don't think Adrian has much experience with gems, so I'm going to say he doesn't really know what they're worth.
Would Grumbly be able to see this and see if he knows what the gems are and give Adrian a thumbs up?
Well, Adrian's currently in a tent, so Grumbly hasn't seen any of
Okay.
this, but that could potentially happen, yes.
I'm actually going to take the scrolls over to Demea to see if there's anything that she can get from these, the runes.
Okay. Grumbly, you finish your rummaging in the other tent and don't find anything of interest beyond kind of, regular kind of bedrolls and equipment and stuff. So you all kind of meet back up at the altar. And Demea and Truly, you are kind of back in now. So, Adrian, take it away.
Demea, can you look at these scrolls? There's the writing, the runes on here. Do you know these runes? Could you translate? Could you read what they say?
Demea will look at them, and does she know how to read them?
Demea, you look at one of them, it makes no sense to you. You have no idea what it says. You recognize some of the runes on the other one, and you recognize them as things you have seen before in spells of restoration magic. This is magic that, rather than healing damage, can kind of is sort of built for kind of curing diseases, that kind of thing. So you recognize it from that. You know from your studies of magic that there are some very powerful spells of restoration. It doesn't seem to be quite that intense from the runes and so on. So what you have here is you have a scroll of lesser restoration. It would allow you to cast a spell lesser restoration.
Yeah, Demea's gonna tell Adrian this thing. I have no idea what this one says, but this one is a scroll of lesser restoration.
All right.
And so, just to be clear, Aqua, in case you don't know what that does, that allows you to touch a creature and you can end a disease or a condition afflicting it, which could be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
So not lycanthropy.
No.
Why would you need one of those?
Truly casts
Case,
uses
just
a
in
lot of magic,
case.
you know. So I will take the other scroll over to Truly to see that she can read it.
Truly will look at it, sure. She grabs it, looks at it, and
Go ahead.
Truly, you recognise this. A lot of the runes on this scroll. You're not quite sure how. It's sort of an instinctive thing, but you recognise maybe one or two of them from things you've seen before, and you think you can figure out that this is a spell that you've seen other people cast before. This is a scroll of lightning bolt.
Ooh.
her Truly's eyes get a little wide. And she looks over at Adrian and goes, Truly knows what this is. Truly seen this before. This is the lightning bolt spell. This will help you
spell
cast
for
a
lightning bolt.
Yes. This is a good find,
Scroll of lesser
Adrian.
restoration. Yes, thank you. I'm going to put these into my backpack. Hold on to this for now.
So we do the work and he keeps them.
Well,
Cool.
well, the voice of God would potentially have to remind you at this point that if you can't read them, you can't use them.
I can just picture him mid battle being like,
I cast lightning bolt and like throw
He
the
throws-
scroll at his head.
You, sir, have been lightning bolted. Do you feel lightning
Now think
bolted?
about everything that you've done.
can that happen? Can we not have? Can
Oh
that
my
happen?
god!
I would have
I
loved
just
to see
picture
that
him
just
like a
play
bar
out.
fight now, like beating people over the head with this rolled up scroll, going lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
We're saving them for a stealth attack.
And then just like all of us just sitting there eating like snacks, watching him from the corner.
Now I want popcorn for real, damn it.
No, continue.
God. Funny. Right, I'm gonna let you decide how to divide all of that up. In just a moment.
Oh my god. Lightning bolt.
I know that didn't actually happen, but I think I need to draw this. Lightning bolt.
It's electrifying. Exactly, Lyric. Zap, zap, kapow, snacks.
Snacks.
It's like popcorn is just gonna exist in this one scene where the three of us are just eating from a big bowl of popcorn and just be like, this is amazing. He's getting his ass beat and he's just like, wait, no, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
It's going to be the end of the Avengers movie, isn't it? Where they're all sort of eating
Yes.
shawarma and we're all sort of eating popcorn going,
And meanwhile, we have Demea over here who can actually do lightning bolts.
Not yet, but I do believe eventually.
Oh, okay.
But the scroll would probably help, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Lightning bolt.
Oh
I
my
choose
God.
you.
Oh my God. That was too good. Well,
Yeah. So how
Just
that?
shoving it back in my bag. All right.
you're like, this
Hello.
is, yeah, this is a good find. Thank you. That's right, Bonnie.
I could probably sell it, you know.
This is true. You
You
can.
can use it.
Yeah.
I can't use it because I can't read.
But
You can't read.
I-
This is
I-
true.
I can't read these scrolls.
Okay. So so you're giving me crap for assuming I couldn't read and you can't actually read these scrolls. At least I could read one of them, sir.
Just these. I can read everything else just fine. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Sure, I totally
double
believe that.
chair stream. That's a rare privilege there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Adrian, did you give the scrolls to people, or are you going to keep them and knock them together or something in some sort of chant?
I will give the
Magic.
scroll of lesser restoration to Damea,
Yay.
and I will give the lightning bolt scroll to Truly,
Through gritted.
begrudgingly giving it to Truly.
I thought for a moment you were going to say to Grumbly, and he can give it to Truly.
Yeah. Like that. Smack.
I'm also going to give everyone 50 gold, 250 silver, and 500 copper. He's dividing it all 4 ways.
Wait, how many? Sorry.
50 gold,
yeah.
250 silver, and 500 copper.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to have to
500?
say that. We're going to have to say that again when Penny comes back.
Yes.
500 copper.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
This is Time of the Wolf Distracted Edition.
I'm very distracted today. My attention is like dun 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 dun.
It's because
So,
the peasants slanted you.
They left me starving, okay? Like it took a lot. To add scroll of lesser restoration, do I do spell scroll first level and then say what it is?
It's a spell scroll 2nd level.
Oh, 2nd level. Ooh.
Yeah. It's a 2nd level spell.
Blinded by the light.
Is lightning? What level is that?
Lightning bolt is a 3rd level spell.
3rd level? Yeah. Truly, I'm going to give you 50 gold, 250 silver, and 500 copper, and the scroll of lightning.
How much silver?
250.
And then 500 copper?
Yes.
Holy shit. Adrian, thank you so much. That's really generous of you.
Again, sorry.
You're welcome, truly. You're welcome. Use that scroll to smite our enemies faster, don't miss. But
You can see her like
definitely
just very, very subtly like narrow her eyes just the tiniest bit. Not like excessively. It's just almost like a twitch. That
I'm gonna need you to not miss.
I heard you. What truly heard you the first time. Just thank you. For your
Is
generosity.
he about to
again.
do one of those? Is he about to do a speech again? Because I don't want to sit through one of those again.
Oh god.
No,
I
not
don't think he can do another one because it's
I
once
cannot.
per day.
We
Once
haven't
per long
slept
rest
yet.
or whatever it is. Yeah. So right. So you
That's
guys
more of a
are
morning
you guys
thing.
are at the altar. So obviously there's the bit of the camp you haven't looked at yet, and there's also the stairs down. What would you like to do? I mean, you don't have to look at either of those things. You can just go for a wander around on the hilltop if you want. I don't mind.
Evolved or Aldous, is there a name for this scroll?
lightning?
It's a scroll of lightning bolt, so it lets you. So it's a third level spell scroll of lightning bolt. Basically, lets you cast the spell lightning bolt once.
Spell of lightning bolt is totally something I'm finding right now. Not really finding it actually.
So what are we doing?
I think we should go down. The
Yeah,
Go with
giggity.
Falcon understood that reference.
Hey, she got it. She got
I broke her. I broke her. What do you think? Should we go down into this these stairs? Should we follow them
Gentlemen
down?
first, Adrian.
Oh, I'm just curious if anyone else is going to go.
I mean, I suppose it's the question of whether you want to, proceed downstairs, or whether you feel there's any more rummaging to be done upstairs before you proceed that way.
I'm ready to go downstairs if we all are.
I'm prepared to go downstairs.
Okay.
Son of a
Truly
bitch!
remarkably
I
quiet.
cannot figure out how to add anything. It's not working.
This is what Truly's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like sitting there trying to figure out how to get the scroll in her sack. Like, it's
Now
not
she's the one, like,
working.
waving the
It
scroll.
doesn't
Why?
fit. What is this even?
You click on currency on
No,
your character
no, it's
sheet.
managing equipment. I'm trying to add
Right.
items.
Right. Go to your inventory.
Yeah.
Go to manage inventory.
Right. Add items.
Right. You go to add items, and then you add and just type the word scroll in filter.
Okay.
Right. And then you add a spell scroll of 3rd level.
Okay.
So you can add that, and then when it's in your inventory, you can either edit it or make a note that it's a lightning bolt scroll.
Thank you. Kinda. It's still not showing up. What the shit? Backpack. Come on. There we go. There it is. Okay. 3rd level. Cool. So,
Dora the Explorer never had any problems with her backpack. That's all I'm saying.
I don't have any response to that.
Just for that, I'm now going to give you a talking map. It's going to be an NPC through
Oh.
the rest of the campaign.
Jeez,
my
Sing
God.
time the map at you every week.
Is it gonna seriously just be you as a map?
Map
No.
And
pack,
it's
map
No.
pack.
Shirley's
No.
gonna have that on, just giving her shit like on top of
No,
her.
I'm gonna get Octavius to do raps as the map.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I'd actually like to see that, which
I
is a
know.
bit weird.
Honestly. I'd be like, well done, but ow! Rolling it back up. Truly is going to just like take her hands off the altar and or other hand that was not touching the scroll. And she'd be like, so yep, you guys want to go down the stairs? Well, Truly's all for it. Let's go
Lovely.
investigate. She's gonna actually say it like that too. Let's go investigate.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
What could possibly go wrong?
Stairs give out as we're all walking down them. We die.
Truly suggests Adrian goes first.
Just because Adrian was attacked by a chest, I refuse to admit that you have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I will cautiously start down the stairs, hand on my sword, ready to draw it at any moment.
Okay. Are you attempting to be stealthy?
I'm gonna attempt to be stealthy. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and attempt to be stealthy.
The desire is there.
The desire is definitely there.
Is the execution though? Stay tuned.
6. But it's disadvantaged because I'm wearing the chainmail, right? So I have to roll again. God, I hope I
Yes.
have to roll higher than that.
Like you're gonna get. It's not gonna get any better, is it?
I can prevent it from being worse. Fuck. Why couldn't I have rolled this? It's a 19. So, yep, 6 it is.
Okay. So you sneak up, attempting to be stealthy, as you head down the stairs. You approach. You kind of get to the foot of the stairs. A small corridor in front of you, as the others follow behind you. You get to the end of the corridor, and as you sort of emerge from around a slight bend to the point where you can see, you see a large chamber in front of you. It's about 60 feet wide on every side. In the corner, in each of the four corners, there's a raised plinth with a carved sarcophagus on each of them. You take all of this in just in time before two arrows come whistling out of the darkness at the corners of the room towards you, and one of them hits you.
Bad.
For 5 damage.
Shirley wants to know if Adrian's okay. I heard a grunt.
Yep. The 4 of you are just behind Adrian while all of this is happening. Yes.
It's just but a flesh wound.
And as those 2 arrows come soaring out of the darkness towards you, from just off to the side of you, come barreling around the corner from the room just into the threshold of the corridor, comes another warg like you had seen earlier, and it comes barreling towards you, Adrian, and it attempts to bite you, but somehow, perhaps due to spider reflexes, we'll never
Fuck's
know.
sake. I mean, what?
You're able to sort of twist out of its way. So that was our surprise round. Now you can all roll for initiative.
15.
Go on. 5.
9. Oh, 10. Sorry, 10.
Master
Lucky
rolls
way.
tonight. 7.
Oh, cool. I go first.
Hold on, maybe.
What?
Hmm?
What?
What? What's this?
What? I can't do a British
Okay.
accent.
Yes, truly, you do go first.
Oh, the Campenny.
What?
Penny can
What?
do Dick
What?
Van Dyke in Mary Poppins accent.
What's this
That's what
then?
Penny can do.
That's
What's
better
going
than what
on
I can
over
do.
here then?
Crikey,
I can-
Mary Poppins, what's
I know.
going on here?
See, even I think that I do that better than you do, you know? I do a
I
better...
can do Kevin.
Because
I was gonna say,
English people can't
I
do
am
bad accents.
quite happy that you can do that.
I can do. I had his name. What's his face from Prince of Thieves. I can do his British accent.
Oh,
Spot on.
Costner.
Harry Ellis.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, no,
Oh,
Costner.
wait, Prince of Thieves. Oh, Kevin Costner.
That's it.
You could do American.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I could do his accent very well.
Okay. Right, Truly, it's your turn. You can see that at the threshold of this big room in front of you, a very large wolfy thing is attempting to bite Adrian. And somewhere off in the room in front of him, there are some arrows flying towards him. What are you going to do?
What arrows falling towards?
Truly, like, kind of like shuffles to the side and goes, "Ah, poison spray."
Right, on the walk. Okay, fair enough. What is that, a ranged one, or is that one you have to be?
That is a range of 10 feet, so I should be able to make it.
10 feet, so you've got to be a little bit fair. Yep, that's fine. Go ahead.
That is a con of 15.
That's a con of 15. Right, okay. Yep, you can roll damage for that.
Oh, fuck my life.
Oh, you missed it.
It went well then.
I
Oh,
What
wow.
did you get on your D12, Penny?
a 1.
Wow.
Can we play some sad music, please?
Womp, womp, womp,
Yeah, absolutely.
Womp, womp.
F's in chat.
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Right, so just while we all think about how well Penny's D12 went, we
Hey,
can...
Marissa, how are you?
Let's all think about Penny's poison spray. Okay, moving on.
Moment over.
2 more arrows come soaring out of the darkness. One of them targeting Adrian, and one of them targeting Truly. Adrian, you're going to take 5 damage. But the one targeting Truly misses. Adrian,
It's only
it's your
fair. It's only fair, honestly.
I was like a way to.
If I can't kill them, they
So I
can't
can't
kill me.
see where these arrows are coming from, correct?
Well, you can see past the walk into the chamber, and what you can see that now you kind of couldn't see before because they kind of took you by surprise, is that sort of at the back corners of the chamber, the left one and the right one, there is a hobgoblin with a longbow.
With a longbow. Okay. And
So there's
he's.
So there's two. There's two. There's
of
one at either corner,
Okay. And
and there's a
They're
big
about
bitey thing directly in front of you.
directly in front of me. They're about what you said, 60 feet away.
Thereabouts, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to divine smite. No, actually, I'm not. I'm just going to attack my sword.
Just go down. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll it.
I can't see. Where are my attacks? I seem to be missing all my stuff. Where am I? Oh, there we go. Finally. Well, I mean, that's 23, 24, so...
That will certainly
Yeah.
hit.
Okay. Let's do damage. See
One.
if we can't eviscerate this thing. Not. That is an 8 plus the 4, 12.
Okay, that's fine. So this thing looks kind of wounded. You're going to give it a solid hit, but it is still fighting. and it is the warg's turn. So you hit it, so it's going to try to bite you, but it's going to miss. So Grumbly, it's your turn.
Right. So the warg's still
It's
still in the
still
battle.
attempting to bite Adrian at the front, at the far end of the corridor. There is space to get up to it, because Truly was kind of set a bit back from the fight, doing a poison spray. So you could sort of
Grumbly
go.
kind of run up as it's
Yeah,
facing Adrian, run up
Grumbly
to
could
the
kind of,
side and give it a
yeah,
whack on the
he
side.
could kind of weave in between Truly and Adrian and give it a hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna just basically just run up, shield, mighty hammer, and take a swing right on the
That's fine.
top of this thing's bonds.
Roll
Yeah,
to-
bonds. Maths time.
Well, not unless you like roll ones upon ones upon ones upon ones.
No, it's not going to be ones.
I'm not salty. I'm not crying.
Right, what do I
Hey,
add?
you
My
hit something. You were complaining at the start of the session you couldn't hit anything. Then you hit something. Then you damaged it. So no complaining.
It's just
But
been
it's red.
raining on my face.
It has been bad dice rolls. What do I add to that? The Warhammer modifier,
Yes.
didn't I? So that's 24.
That will definitely hit.
Damage 1. Not really. Let's see.
I mean, you know, who would roll a 1 for damage?
Don't tell my mates.
What do I add to the damage again?
Have you not got anything equipped? See, this is the thing. What have you...
Warhammer.
Are you?
I had to refresh my sheet.
You
'cause
should
all my
have
stuff
that
disappeared.
equipped under your actions. There you go. You add 3 to it.
That's like I guess it's our teeth. It's our
That's a 10.
10. Okay. It is hurt, but still going. You catch it, a big whack over the head. And it sort of staggers a bit. It's just about still on its feet. Demea. Angry Demea. What would you like to do?
Cue the Krakus music. Violence, violence.
Unleash the horde of child servant warriors.
I would like to use. Where is it? Guiding bolt at level 1.
A totally unexpected move.
I know, right? I'm shocked.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh my fucking god. 7.
Total.
Yep.
The guiding bolt whistles past the wall. Clearly, your sort of general levels of anger are affecting your focus and your aim.
Wait.
Aqua, I'm really sorry, but I'm kind of happy at the same time that it's. It's like.
Oh my god, I'm not the only one missing.
Someone's like,
Well, I hit it. I hit it. I just hit it for 1
Oh.
and made it sneeze on Adrian.
Okay. Truly, speaking of attacks that miss, it's Truly's turn.
Oh, god damn it. All right. So, am I, from my position, able to see the 2 gobbledygoos in the back shooting arrows?
Yes.
Can I cast magic missile at the one on the left and use a sorcery point to cast magic missile as well to the one on the right?
So you're gonna do twin spell?
Yeah. Does that take up 2 slots, or is that a 1 slot with a sorcery point spent?
It's 1 slot. Okay, you can't use Twin Spell on Magic Missile.
I can't?
No, because it says in the description for Twin Spell, to be eligible for Twin Spell, a spell must be incapable of targeting more than one creature at the spell's current level.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For example, Magic Missile is not eligible. So it literally says that in the description of Twin Spell. You can't use it on Magic Missile.
Let's not rub it in my face.
No, I feel like we need to go over this a little more.
No,
So,
that's true.
Just to
It's
be
true.
clear, what I'm saying is that Magic Missile is not eligible.
Okay.
But what you could do is, if you have it, you could spend 2 sorcery points to do Quicken Spell and cast Magic Missile as a bonus action, and then cast it again as an action.
Or could I just do Chromatic Orb for Twin?
Chromatic Orb, yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. You could do double Chromatic Orb.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna do that. Where do I knock one of these? Okay, okay, so I used one of my sorcery points for that, and I'm going to cast it at both of them. Try and make sure everything is ticked off correctly.
So this only takes 1 spell slot. It's the spell slot and 2 sorcery points.
2 sorcery points. Thank you for telling me
Yes.
that. Okay, 2 sorcery points. There we go.
Just Quicken Spell. So then you get to roll to hit twice, right? Because it's Chromatic Orb is a roll to hit.
At first level, so that's okay. The first one is 15.
Okay, and the second one?
Is 13.
So you miss with both.
Really?
I mean, you had +7, and but still. And then because you Tides of Chaos earlier in our last session, we haven't had a long rest yet. I'm going to get you to roll a percentile dice for me.
Oh no.
She's
on the floor. Penny's on the floor.
I will point out at this point that the hobgoblins are holding longbows instead of shields, so they are technically easier to hit at the moment than they ordinarily would be.
Well, one of them wasn't a really low roll.
Because that will make you feel better.
One of them was a fine roll. One of them should have hit. This sucks. All right. 63.
She's just a talking headset.
Okay. So these two orbs fly off into the chamber, and sort of smack into the wall near each of the hobgoblins. They kind of flinch away, and as Trudy does this, out of her hand, as well as the 2 orbs, a surge of mist fills the corridor around you, and a cloud of fog spreads all about. Everything within it is heavily obscured. So you are going to find yourself having a harder time seeing things and hitting things whilst you are in the middle of a cloud of intense fog cast by Trudy. So all attacks within the cloud will be made at disadvantage. So
All the attacks. Oh.
But that goes for the bad guys too, right?
That does go for the bad guys too. So the 2 hobgoblins are going to each try to fire into the fog cloud. They are both going to miss.
feel like there's a bug coming.
And there is a yelping sound as you hear the sound of an arrow fly into the fog cloud and strike the warg. And you hear a slumping sound as it keels over onto the floor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, Adrian, is your turn. You're standing in the middle of a big cloud of fog,
Hmm.
in a dungeon, which is a naturally foggy place, obviously.
Well, this will allow me to be a little bit more sneaky because I have the cover of this fog. I'm going to try and sneak around to the hobgoblins to attack.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Come on, dice. Come on, dice.
They've not been kind so far.
Not with stealth, no. All right, so that's a 13, but I do have disadvantage. So and that is a 14. So 13 it is.
Yeah, you're doing very well. You're very stealthy. You are being sufficiently stealthy that you probably would pass unnoticed in terms of in the fog cloud whilst you are moving. You're kind of being unheard, not being heard. Unfortunately, as you emerge out from the tunnel mouth and start to move kind of a bit wide around the chamber, you realize that the fog cloud only extends about 20 feet. And so you emerge from the fog cloud fairly rapidly into the chamber. Now, at this point, you can keep going, at which point you'll be attempting to stealth along an open wall and will be plainly visible. Or you can duck back into the fog cloud and not be seen, but you won't be very far into the chamber.
It's Crump.
How far away from them would I be at this point?
You would probably be about 30, 40 feet away from them.
All right, that's in range of crossbow and my javelin. No, I'm gonna shade away back into the fog.
Shade
Just kinda-
away, shade
That's fine.
away.
You shade away into the fog and can now not be seen. Okay. We are at Grumbly. Grumbly, what would you like to do?
Crumbly's going to sort of lower himself really far down and sort of shuffle over to where the warg was and kind of peer if he can see through the mist where the assailants are. Would he have an idea roughly where they are?
Whilst within the fog cloud, it is sufficiently dense that you effectively suffer from the blinded condition.
Right.
So you can't see anything except what's directly in front of your face. So you can get to the edge of the cloud and then you'll be able to see, but you will also be able to be seen.
Right.
So you've got enough movement to kind of get to the edge of the cloud and be able to see, but you then have to duck back in.
Okay. Can I follow Adrian?
You can kind of. So I'll say that Adrian and Grumbly are effectively sort of lurking at the edge of the fog cloud, but still sort of about 5-10 feet within it, so that they can not be seen.
I like how Adrian made the effort to be super sneaky, and then you have Grumbly behind him going clang, 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 clang.
Demea, it's your turn.
I finally nailed my stealth in. Oh.
Friend, I help. I help.
Da, da, da. So this Pearl of Power would be my action, right?
Yes, it should say on the item, but yeah, basically you spend an action to regain a spell slot, as far as I recall. And that could be a spell slot, I think, of any level.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Wait, I've attuned to
Oh,
it by now, right?
maximum of 3rd level.
That's okay.
Yeah, use an
Uh,
action to regain an expended spell slot.
alright.
And then you can't use it again until dawn.
Alright. I'm gonna use it to get a 2nd level spell back.
That's fine. You use it. That's your use until dawn. It's currently late evening.
Do I have a bonus action I can do?
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do as a bonus action? Oh. Do I have to be able to see someone to use healing word?
Who you want to use it on?
Adrian.
You know more or less where he is, and you have enough movement to get next to him anyway. I think you do have to be able to see them to do it because it's a ranged spell.
That makes sense.
But within the fog, you could move next to him and then do it, so you'd be able to see it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and healing word, Adrian.
Alright, 1d4 plus 3. Ooh, 7.
There you go, Adrian. You got 7 back.
Excellent.
Okay, good. The top of Truly's head. It's your turn. She's just like, I'm ashamed.
Oh, no. I guess I'll just cast a spell or whatever.
Oh wow, you're just loving the D&D this evening. I guess I cast a spell. It's just like, oh my god.
Oh my god, I guess I could if I must. I'm gonna.
Did she accidentally trigger the depressed state for some reason?
At least now we're not trying to stealth around in a cloud going,
Oh boy, this sucks. So I'm casting my last 1st level spell slot to do magic missile with that thing that you said so that I could cast it as an action and then again as a bonus action. So I'll just cast it at them. But can I move forward first, or is that a possibility?
So first things first, you need to give yourself 1 sorcery point back. Because sorry, I thought you did this last time. I thought you did quicken spell, but you actually did twin spell. So you should have used up 1 spell slot, 1 sorcery point rather than 2 last turn.
Okay.
So then you need to spend another 2. And then yes, you can do magic missile twice. You have to move to the edge of the fog in order to cast it, because you need to be able to see.
That's going to
take 20. That's neat, yes, because it was centered on you and it's 20 feet wide. It's 40 feet wide, so you can move 20 feet, get to the edge of it, cast a spell, and you'll still have 10 feet of movement left.
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
Okay, that's fine.
I guess I'll roll that. All right.
Drum roll, please.
I'm so depressed. I guess I'll roll then. This is like Eeyore playing D&D. I guess I'll roll. Not that rolling ever did much good.
Snuffleupagus.
Right. 3d4 and add 3 to the total.
11 for the first one.
And roll for the second one.
Six for the second one.
Okay. Off 3d4 plus 3, you rolled 3 straight ones? Okay, I'm guessing that's a yes. So,
Should I just go back to the floor then?
Yeah, go back to the
no,
floor.
no, you don't have to. That's where the wands live. They keep following you up. Right, one of the hobgoblins falls to the floor dead. The other one staggers about a bit, obviously wounded, but is still up. What are you going to do? You now got 10 feet of movement left.
Shade away.
She's just gonna flip them off. Or flip it off. That's all. She's gonna just stand there flipping it off. I don't care. This is her just like she's reached her fucked up limit.
Right. It's gonna shoot you.
It's just gonna be like,
In the
ow!
finger. Please, in the finger.
Ow!
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna shoot you with its longbow.
Do it! I don't care anymore.
Does a 14 hit you?
Wait, where's my stuff?
Armor.
I know. 14 does hit me. Wait. That's health points, not armor, right? Not a temporary armor that Adrian gave me?
Yeah, that was health points.
Yeah,
Health
he
points.
gave you temporary hit points.
Okay, yes, it does hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 8 points of damage as it shoots you,
Yeah.
and then it's going to use its bonus action to flip you off.
she's gonna be like this. Ow! God damn it!
Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, buddy.
She's gonna try and maintain the
Yeah, and it's literally just going to like fire its bow at you and just go like afterwards. Okay, Adrian, it's your turn.
Can I?
Oh, God.
I'm about what? You said 30 feet?
You could,
Okay.
yeah. So you could. Let me see. We're just inside the thing.
'Cause I did.
You probably couldn't quite get all the way over to the side of the chamber in one go of movement. You could get close, but you couldn't get all the way over there.
Okay. Can I grab Grumbly and throw him at the goblins?
I mean, you can try.
I don't know. Is it dwarf tossing season?
You
I'm
you
gonna-
did post something about that earlier, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
I think, or was it evolved? One of
Might
you
have
two
been
did.
all.
Oh, the spells. Yeah. That was... I'm gonna
He just
try and
wants to
throw
toss
Grumbly.
me.
I'm gonna
Okay.
toss Grumbly. See how far I can
Grumbly, are
toss
you
him.
happy with this?
Rumbler's happy to help Adrian in any way he can because he's still,
Adrian,
he's
make
still a
an
little bit in awe of him.
athletics. Make an athletics check for me, please, Adrian.
Tossing the door.
I have a bonus of 4. Okay, it's 18.
I
18.
came for the D&D, but I'm stopping for the
Okay,
tossing.
so basically, what I decided was that if you were to nat 20 this, I was going to
Oh, God.
quadruple your strength bonus. And if you got above a 15, I was going to triple it. If you got above a 10, I was going to double it. And if you got less than 10, it was just going to be your strength bonus. So you managed to grab hold of Grumbly. And you hurl him out of the fog for a total distance of 12 feet, at which point he just kind of lands on his face. So, Grumbly, I'm going to ask you to make a dex save for me, please, to see if you take any damage from being hurled out of this fog cloud towards the hobgoblin.
It's Frankie all over again.
Don't give me ideas to draw, damn it.
It's a 14.
A 14. Grumbly, you take
I had a good idea.
5 damage from landing on your face.
Why wouldn't you have the big, strong dwarf throw you? Instead of you throwing this massive creature.
It's tinier. You know?
Grumbly, you now have the prone condition, so you're going to have to spend half your movement if you want to stand up. Adrian, that uses up your action, but you still have all of your movement left if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of back up further into the fog.
Okay, that's fine. So Adrian is shaded away. Currently, truly is stood on the edge of the fog cloud, flipping off this hobgoblin as a dwarf emerges from the mist behind her, soaring majestically through the air before landing on his face about 8 feet in front of her. The hobgoblin at this point looks very confused about what is going on. And it is then Grumbly's turn.
From his face plant, could Grumbly see anything at the bottom of this fog? Is it like high up or?
You're out of the fog at this point.
Yeah,
Am I-
You've been thrown out of the fog. You just landed on the floor in the middle of the room.
So I can see this hobgoblin then.
Quite plainly in front of you. Yes.
He's just laughing his head off.
Well,
He's like,
and
this
flipping
angry
me off.
hobgoblin.
Yeah.
He was sort of in the mid.
"Urgh."
He was sort of in the middle of aggressively flipping off Truly, and now he's just sort of looking at you quizzically, lying on the floor.
You have the surprise attack. This was the plan all along. Was to surprise him and confuse him.
Grumbly's just going to look at the hobgoblin and kind of do a bit of a slightly blooded nose. Can I roll back into the fog?
You can stand up and use your movement to move back in. Yes.
That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
With a shit-eating grin on my face,
having been hurled out of the fog and taken 5 damage, you then stand up and move back into the fog. Okay. Yeah.
You're just like, does he like moonwalk back into the fog? Just like making direct eye contact.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh my god.
It would have
Oh my
actually
God.
been. It would have been funny with him just landing like face first, looking up, laughing, and then just like kind of rolling back into the.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, kind of go.
Okay. Mayor, it's your turn.
Sorry. I still can't breathe. Well, the fog has been fun, guys, but I'm using gust of wind.
Okay.
Because it's causing problems. So much
Or is it
I think
making
everything's going really well. What are you talking about?
problems, or is it making it excellent? So. I feel like if you were to take it away, I mean, I worked hard on accidentally making that happen.
Oh, you gotta stop with
You guys, just to break that. What? How does he say it? Break that like fourth wall or whatever.
No.
All through session, we typically have an ongoing GIF off to describe what's happening in session.
Basically.
I feel like we could probably just sum up our entire previous session by just posting the GIFs from our group chat.
That would probably be effective. Right. So, Demea casts Gust of Wind. Okay.
So broken.
Demea casts Gust of Wind and then loses the will to carry on.
That's how you're casting it? Just flailing around?
She just starts going like, ah! Like inflatable flailing arm tomb guy. Just like, wind, go away!
Okay. Right. Demea, which way are you casting this? Are you casting this in front of you towards where the remainder of the party are?
Oh, shit. I forgot about that detail. Yes, I am.
Okay. I need all three of you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
God damn it.
19.
Fuck.
15.
Oh no.
Truly?
Oh no.
Aqua, why?
What did you get?
I wonder if I could show you.
What did
no.
you get, Truly?
You see that 2? -1.
Oh,
-1?
okay.
2 minus
Adrian-
1.
Right, Adrian and Grumbly, you are caught off guard by this huge gust of wind surging out from behind you, which disperses the fog, but you are able to kind of keep your feet as this kind of whips around you. Truly, you are pushed 15 feet further forward and find yourself standing in the dead center of the room. At which point, it's your turn.
Yeah.
She's like standing in front of him and she's like, ah. And she's just like, oh shit.
I'm picturing this as being like the scene from the Bollywood movie where like the hobgoblin is flipping you off and then suddenly there's like that power zoom as you like zoom further forward towards him flipping you off.
She's gonna be like,
So kind of like spaghetti western kind of thing. We're just like,
Yeah. Okay.
She's holding her like her stomach a little bit, flipping him off. She's standing in front of him, going shit, and then she's gonna reach down on his shoulder and cast Burning Hands.
Right.
At
So you're gonna
second
move
level.
towards him, cast Burning Hands. That is fine. What's the save on that for me, please?
Dex save of 15.
Dex save 15 for half, is it? Or is it Dex
Yeah.
save 15 for nothing?
For half,
Okay,
I
Dex
think.
save 15 for half. He's going to fail, so go ahead and roll damage.
Son of a bitch! If I cast all or do all ones, I'm gonna just flip this. God damn it! It's 1. All right, this is. This is fine.
Let's hear it for another one.
That's a 6 this time. So that's 7. That's another 1. 8. So far it's 8.
Well, you spent a whole spell slot to add another d6, so let's see if it was worth it.
I don't want to play anymore. It's 9 total.
9 total? You got another one? I really think you need to use another dice.
This is my second set this session.
Oh dear. I think the parole board for your dice jail needs more stringent policies. So, you do engulf him in flames, and he does fall to the floor. and it's a bit like the end scene of Terminator 2, where there's just a hand coming out of the fire, flipping you off slowly as he falls to the floor. Oh,
It's she's just gonna give a slow nod of understanding.
right. Oh dear me.
Oh my god.
Right. At which point you find yourselves standing in a large chamber, 4 sarcophagi at each corner, well, 1 at each corner, 4 total.
Oh shit, there's more?
They don't appear to be kind of ornamented in any way. There doesn't appear to be any markings or writing on any of them. The stones under your feet are kind of well carved flagstones near the edges of the room, as are the walls and the ceiling. What you notice standing out to you is that rather, as opposed to the stones above ground, which were this kind of mix of limestone and sandstone, the stone here is much less colourful. It's greyer on the walls and the ceiling, and the flagstones of the floor around the edge. And what you notice between these sarcophagi at the corners of the room, in the centre of the room, now that the fog has been dispersed and the slightly stinky burning hobgoblin smell has pervaded the room instead,
You're welcome.
there's a sort of swirling pattern on the floor, which kind of coils and twists around in a circle. You notice that there appears to be a mix of characters in both Dwarvish and Elvish. Now, I don't know. Do any of you speak Dwarvish or Elvish?
I don't know.
This is something that I should have brought up with you behind the scenes, but I kind of feel like Truly should speak Dwarvish.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she probably should, but
Yeah.
somebody went ahead and chose something completely different on their character sheet.
I didn't. I did. Well,
Would somebody like to retcon that decision at this point?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I kind of figured that one was coming.
Don't get her to roll a dice, see if she can, though.
Well, I have common and infernal. Isn't infernal kind of common with my race? But then,
I
know
mean,
what?
it can be, but
You
then you
have
grew up.
infernal
You grew
as
up among
well?
dwarves,
Damn
so
it.
she gets a choice of 2. She gets common and something else, right? So
Yeah.
she chose infernal, which is absolutely fair enough given the tiefling. But then she was raised among dwarfs, and she never once said to me, "Hey, do I speak dwarvish?" So.
You're rolling loads during character creation.
I'll
I hate my
let
life.
I'll let you swap it out for infernal if you want to be able to read it.
Yeah, I do actually, because
Okay.
yeah, that
And
makes
Grumbly
sense.
obviously speaks Dwarven, which is fine. Demay or Adrian, do you speak either Dwarvish or Elvish?
Infernal.
Common and infernal.
Jesus.
Okay. So Adrian and Demea, you cannot read what is on the floor, but Truly and Grumbly, you can. And it says this, which has gone into a group chat now.
You're gonna hear Truly read this out loud. Those who weave the starlight and those who shape the stone met here because of Wayland to defend our lives and homes. Here we honor Maliki and bid that recall.
That you recall, I should say, sorry.
Okay.
I missed a word out.
And bid that you recall that the treasure of the forest rests in green boughs over all.
Bows.
Boughs, sorry.
That's fine. I'm going to say you make an intelligence check and you realise that boughs means branches or general bits of plant or tree.
You don't want her to roll, actually?
She's gonna read that out loud, and then she's
I'm gonna
just
say
gonna.
you've got a priestess of Miyaliki in the party. She knows what that means.
She's Truly's gonna read that out loud, and then kind of go, "You guys, I freaking hate it here. I need a drink. Did any of us get wine from the shithole town that we just came from?" No? She's just gonna sit on the floor.
All right. As you sit on the floor, don't worry, Yam's over trap.
Please don't.
Damn it.
As you sit on the floor, you realise that there are two ways out of this room other than the way you have just come in on. There is a passageway in the wall opposite you, and there is one off to your right hand side. You are free to choose either way, and we can roleplay it out. You can talk about the verse that you've just found some more. You can talk about the fight. You can do something else, or we can end there because we're within 5 minutes of our normal ending time. I don't know what people want to do. I am fine to keep going if you like.
I think that maybe we should hold it here.
I am broken.
Yeah, I honestly,
What do
like,
you say?
at this point, I don't know what Truly can do that I myself, Penny, like, really wants to think about or act out at this point.
I think you really need to give your dice a pep talk.
Like, listen, you shitty dice. What the fuck was that for tonight?
Would you like Adrian to give them an inspirational speech?
No. I think they'd all be very glad of an inspirational speech.
That's more of a morning thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god,
Wake-
we're gonna be
wake
tortured
up
with
to
morning
doing
speeches
it.
for the rest of this campaign. Oh god.
Adrian Morning Speech. That's his name now.
Oh my god, what the shit? I don't even.
Oh, did we miss that one in chat? Adrian Morgan.
I don't know, but you did somehow.
Perfection. Perfection. Good lord. So don't forget where are we next week? Are we dual streaming? Are we on here and Dreadeds or just on
No.
Dreadeds?
Dreadeds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so for one, everybody, please stick around for the raid. I would greatly appreciate it. We're gonna just run this through to Adam. Please stick around for the raid. It gets you extra channel points. Now, I'd like to first thank my beautiful, wonderful team here for the laughter and the insanity that just happened. I don't know what to make of it. I just know I'm gonna probably hold myself and cry a little later. Next session
Oh my god.
is going to be on Dreaded GM's stream. I don't really understand fully how it's going to happen. I'm going to try and get in contact with them. Again, please stick around for the raid. Please don't leave yet. We're going to raid Adam from Viva La Dirt League. So yeah, we're going to be doing our session 16 over on Dreaded GM's DreadCon or whatever it's being called now. And we are going to continue on with this story. I don't know what's going to happen, but as a second reminder before we end up pushing the raid through, we do have a guest role coming up starting in November, the first or second week of November. We're really excited about it. We're gonna try and have a good time with that. And last but not least, no, never mind. I'll see you Monday. Bye, guys.